If you click in this video and you are in your 20s or in your 30s or new 40s, any age, you are gonna relate to what I'm saying. If you feel lost at any age, it's your video. So, by our 20, we feel the pressure that we need to have it all figured out. Like life you have to have a job, you have to have a family, you have to have kids. It depends where you are in life or where you live, but there's a bunch of things that people expect you to be doing by your 20s. And I think this stigma of like, oh, you finished school, you need to be doing this and this and that. You need to go to university. If you don't go to university, you have to have a job. If you don't have a job, you have to get married. If you don't get married, you have to have kids. A bunch of stuff that it's different for each one of us, because you can think that a job is success, but I can think that marriage is success, or another person can think that having kids is success, or having a business is success. Each one of us is different and think differently, and that's okay. But we feel this pressure by society, we feel this pressure by the people around us. We feel pressure by our parents. We feel pressure about from our friends, because why each one of us is different, and each one of us have a different path. I I can guess that there's some of your friends are already married and they are in their 20s. Some of your friends, they are in university and they have other 5 years to go. There are other of your friends that are still in school. There are other of your friends that have kids. Other of your friends are traveling. Each one of us is different. But to feel the pressure from society that literally give us nothing to be an adult, no, no, absolutely not. I love that saying of that trend that literally says when you are in your 20, you are entering the second chapter of your life. It's like a decade is past. Like when you are 10, it's your first chapter, and then when you're 20, it just your second season of your TV show, because your life is your TV show. And I think that's a very um beautiful way to describe it, because as someone in their 20s, I get lost in what I want. I get lost in what I think I want. I get lost in, oh, see, there's people who are doing maybe better than me, or there's other people doing other things, or there's people who are traveling and who are making money, or like, look, I'm gonna tell you something. The most important thing is don't get lost in the path of searching for what you want, because what you want is already there, right? But you don't have to have it all figured out by 20 or even 30 or even 40. There's people who think in their 30 they found their dream job and they pursue it, right? And when they arrive to 40, they're like, oh shit, that was not what I wanted, and they start over. It's never too late to start over. I'm gonna take an example from my dad. Literally he worked his whole life, right? And then after COVID, everything changed and he started over, which is never too late. He literally gave me an example. Like, it's never too late to start over. It's okay to begin another chapter of your life at any age. Because again, from society, we are learned that, oh my God, you're too old to be doing this. No, don't listen to these people, because what if I don't want to fit in your idea of success? What if I don't want to do basic things that you think are successful, but for me they're not? I want to do other things, and that's cool. I love this about social media and how we can grow and like learn things from social media, and like just be what we want to be, right? And do what we want to do. And just this pressure of like, oh, I just have to have it all figured out, and constantly reminding yourself and asking yourself, am I doing enough? Am I enough? You are enough. You are doing enough. Just, it's okay to have a year without working. I stopped, and it's okay. I want to start over. Okay. What's the matter? After school, there's a lot of people who don't know what they do. School doesn't prepare you to adult life, which we have to figure it out alone. Sometimes with our parents, with the help of our parents, with our friends, with the family, whatever. But they don't give you tips to navigate this life. You have to figure it out all alone. So, how can you expect me to finish school at 18, 19 and just jump into adult life and have this pressure of like, oh, what you're doing now? Oh, are you studying? Oh, are you married? Oh, have you think about having kids? Oh, do you have a successful business? Blah 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 blah. Oh my god. Stop for a second, okay? Take a deep breath, and you're doing amazingly fine, okay? So, you're exactly where you need to be at the perfect timing, because everything that is yours is gonna eventually come, but we have different paths, you know? We have different um, ideas of success, and also we have different pace. If someone is going so fast, it means that they're going to reach different things at different ages and at different levels and in different ways. And if you need to take some time to just be you, sometimes we just need to work on ourselves before doing things. And there's people who do things and then they work on themselves. So be gracious and have grace within yourself. Don't be harsh with yourself. I always remind you to do this, to not be so like so hard with yourself, okay? And just take time to just be. It's okay to just be for how much time you need to reconnect with yourself and with your soul. Because at the end of the day, there's no rush. Your train is waiting for you. Everything is gonna come exactly like you want, and it's gonna unfold the way that you want it at the right timing. There's no right timing, actually, is how you want to pursue things differently than any other person in this world, and it's okay. But don't believe, oh, your train is passing by. No, your train is waiting for you. You need to take it. It's not the train that's gonna take you. That's literally, for me, that's bullshit, because we always have this idea of like, oh, time is gonna pass by. Yes, we have to not waste our time, but it's okay sometimes to just go in our own pace. It's always okay to follow our time and follow our instinct and just follow our way of doing things, instead of like, oh, I want to be pressured by this, like, I don't have time no more. Like, who who told you that? Okay, you're exactly how you want and how you need to be. But let's stop pressuring ourselves to think that we are not doing enough, and let's stop pressuring ourselves that we have to have a perfect life. Because what is even a perfect life? A perfect life for you can be different. That's what a perfect life for me. You want to be happy, you want to be healthy, you want to go to the gym, you want to have kids, you want to have a family, you want to travel, you want to be famous, you want to be known, you want to be an art dealer, you want to be a real estater, you want to be a pilot. Everyone is different, and each one of us have different dreams. So don't apply your dream life to someone else life, maybe that is doing the same thing that you're doing, but he's already got it, or she's already got it, but you're like, oh my god, why I didn't have it? Because nobody knows what's really a perfect life is, or a happy life. For some of us, it's being rich, is making money, is having a business, is being an entrepreneur. Is different for each one of us. Because then you gotta work for it, right? But at your own time. Not because you saw it in somebody else's life. Just because you want to do it. You want to do it at your own time, at your own pace, and don't pressure yourself to be perfect all the time, because there's no perfection. Especially don't compare yourself to social media. All these people you see on social media, they're not real life. They're showing us 10 seconds of their day, and you get what they want to show you. Okay? So stop comparing yourself with somebody that is not you. It's you versus yourself, nobody else. Because at the end of the day, nothing or no one is perfect, but you make your life worth living for. You make your dream life and you work as you want. So don't feel the pressure. Any age you are, 20, 30, you're just entering another chapter, and you have other millions and millions of pages to write on. So stop being pressured by society and just see yourself as a motivation to go on with your dream life.